Michael, as always, thanks for joining us prior to Saturday's game. Just to conclude on last weekend's match against Morton, what was the overall takeaway from yourself and the squad when you look back at the footage? What pleased you the most?
I think over the piece, if you look at the game as a whole, go down 1-0, to then equalise. Obviously, Benny gets sent off, which has obviously been overturned now. To then come back with 10 men and win the game, which is no easy feat. So I tip my cap to the players. They showed real belief and a desire to. Not just down tools and sitting a shape and happy to take a point, and they were on the front foot trying to get the winner, and thankfully Kano done that. So overall, a big 3 points, but it's important that we try and back that up now.
As you said, the red card has been overturned. You must be pleased that the SFA came to that decision pretty quickly in the week and allowed you to prepare fully for this game.
Yeah, I was pretty confident, to be honest with you. Even just when I was watching it live, I could see he clearly won the ball. The refs made the decision to send him off, but when I knew the club were going to put an appeal in, I was fairly confident it would get overturned. I seen a couple of different angles as well, which double clarified that for myself. So delighted Benny's available for tomorrow, and I'm glad that the SFA or the people within made the decision that it was a good tackle, last ditch. Don't get me wrong, but a last ditch tackle that he clearly won. So I think the right decision's been made overall.
It's been a busy week in terms of reserve match as well. Good minutes in the legs for a lot of guys that's returning from injury or on the fringes of the first team, so you must have been pleased from that aspect.
Yeah, no, it was important that, in terms of your Joe Chalmers, Mikey, Josh Cooper, Omar Taylor-Clark, Craig Clay played, and then the younger ones as well, playing round the experienced ones. I seen Commander had a strong team out as well, so it's sometimes when you're a younger lad or even an experienced one, you can go toe to toe and test yourself against really good players, and for the younger ones to learn and understand how men's football works. So disappointed that it didn't get a result, but I managed to watch the game back because we're training. But I've seen a lot of good stuff, and the kind of a younger ones understanding how we're trying to play, and that gets filtered down, and good performances from certain individuals. But collectively as a team, I think second half much better than first.
The squad selection for that reserve game clearly shows that the squad availability is getting more strength and depth in it as the weeks go on, with guys returning from injuries. Where are we ahead of Falkirk tomorrow?
I think Mikey kind of felt a wee tweak again on his Michael Harron on his hamstring. Other than that, no, it's still Dennis is back in training with the group. Matty Todd he's still struggling with his hamstring, so we're nearly there in terms of full strength, but that it just gives me food for thought and decisions to make. But I'd rather have decisions to make on a bigger squad than have 12, 13, 14 fit players. So yeah, it's up to me to try and pick the right ones to go and try and win games of football. So I need the ones who aren't playing to be professional, stick with it, keep pushing the group, because I said it all the time, I've said it for day one, football changes really quickly, so you need to always be physically prepared but also mentally prepared to come in at any time.
What do you make of Falkirk ahead of tomorrow's game?
Well, they're a good side. They're top of the league for a reason. There's no getting away for that. What I will say, I fully respect what John McGunn's done there. Really good manager, good experience, and he's got the right personnel and right players in the building to come for League One. Go unbeaten to then be sitting top of the Championship with 10 games to go. It's again, it's a big thing for him and his squad. But for us, the important thing for us is we're going full steam ahead. We're going to try and impose ourselves and try and get a foothold in the game, and ultimately we're there to try and win the game. There's no getting away from it. It's a derby. Both sets of fans will be bang at it. It's a big pressure game for both sets of players, but it's something that I've said to them. When the pressure comes, we need to be ready, need to stand up, and then you also need to be brave and go and play, because these are the games you get judged. And I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. My players are ready for it, and it's important that when we get there, calm heads, and we go and work on what we've worked on this week, and trying to take the game to Falkirk as well. There's been good games in the past. I managed to catch a free each game here. Again, the boys showed a different side to them. It's easy to go under 3-2, and I think it's Hendrick scores late on, but they come back at it and manage to get the point. So We're looking for tomorrow, as I say, to be on the front foot, be ready mentally, physically, and go and try and win a game.
You experienced what the fans could bring to big matches like this at home against Wraith Rovers, and you'll be hoping the fans could make that same atmosphere, that same noise, and give that same back in tomorrow again.
Yeah, I've said it before, Jordan. There's nothing better than, you know, when you're young, you want to play football, you want to try and play in atmospheres and stadiums that, you know, give you that, you know, that fire in the belly to, you know, go and put your best foot forward. I've always said it, and it comes none bigger in tomorrow against Falkirk away from home. As I say, we're in different stages in terms of where we are in league positions, but in terms of that desire and that real togetherness, you know, you'll need to grit your teeth at times, and, you know, you'll need to suffer at times because they're a good football inside. There's no getting away from that. But I genuinely believe within my squad as well, we've got good players in there, and tomorrow will be a real test for them. But, you know, one we're certainly looking forward to.